want to keep.
But before you do that, you know, we have to talk a little bit about the kind of rhetoric that is coming out of the Jamaica Labour Party via the MPs about the election, because Heroy Clarke said at a campaign rally that, because I wrote it down. He said it's not going to be peaceful, nice. The politics of the day is changed.
Wow.
And his opponent is Senator Allen. And this is what I'd love to say to the Jamaican people. Stop allowing politicians to turn you against your neighbor. That's your neighbor. You can have differences of opinion. You can have political differences. But why would you want to destroy your neighbor? Why would you want to destroy your communities for a politician? Because when they give you $5,000, you elect them for 5 years and they pay themselves millions of dollars. And you still don't have roads, you still don't have schools, you still don't have hospitals. Instead of voting for the person who gives you a fish, vote for the person who is willing to teach you how to fish.
Very good.
That's because they're setting you up for a better life. Think of your children, your grandchildren, think of yourselves, and don't let it go back, because what this harkens to is the politics of the late 1970s, 80s,
Yes.
orchestrated by the Jamaica Labour Party. And they cannot allow themselves to be taken back there. And Heroy Clarke should be, and I'm wondering who is going to call him out on this, where's the PAJ and PSOJ and all the AJs and whoever and the Ps to come and hold these people accountable for spewing this kind of hatred against their fellow man. Because when he says that, and Warmington is always out there saying insidious things, dangerous things, calling people dog, chink, and fly, Jamaicans. And they want to represent these people, but you're saying, no, 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 you cannot come because you over there is this person. Whenever you sit and condone discrimination against anybody, it's only a matter of time before you are the one being discriminated against. It's only a matter of time before you are the one who is being disrespected. So I implore the Jamaican people, please do not support or vote for any politician who is pitting you against your neighbor. They are your neighbors. Your children play with them. When you go to the same church, it cannot be that you're going to cause an election to destroy your entire community. And Heroy Clarke should be raked over the coals for saying that, because he's basically inciting violence against the Jamaican people from his bully pulpit. And he's the deputy speaker of the House. And when he says that, crazy people are listening.
Mm-hmm.
And it cannot be that they're going to win the election by any means necessary.
It's necessary.
No, have a free and fair election. That's what the Jamaican people want. Free and fair election. You don't have to use brute force and ignorance. You don't have to use dishonesty. You don't have to use thievery and stuffing of ballot boxes. And you do not have to incite violence from your bully pulpit against the Jamaican people who you say you want to represent. You want them to send you to parliament. To do what?
Exactly.
No politician should be giving gun to anybody to cause harm to people's children and to destroy their neighbors. It is time for this nonsense to stop. And for those politicians who want to give a $5,000, take the money and go and vote for who you want to vote for.
Yes.
But stop taking fish. We can look at what happened with Damon Crawford. When Damon Crawford was running in East Portland against Anne-Marie Valls, he said he talked about farming and having young people becoming entrepreneurs, goat farmers. They laughed up and they mocked him. And they voted for somebody who went lay a carpet. The rainfall, water went up the carpet lift up and gone. And you're still there. And I'm sure you regret not voting for somebody who had who was more concerned about your future and not only your present. You have an Isaac Buchanan who is down there right now, who is talking about empowering the young people. Stop voting for people who will give you a fish. It's not going to change overnight. But if you are willing to work with somebody who is willing to give you a start in life, that is the person who you must support.
Yes.
Not the person who is going to give you $5,000 and then get $5 million as pay. Because when the $5,000 is finished, you're still hungry. Your children cannot go to school. You don't have hospitals to go to. It's not even a free doctor can come to Jamaica and do a surgery for free. Let that make some sense. Let that be your guidepost. You have to measure these people by how they are treating you right now. And they can come with all the promises. Oh, we're going to give a house there and a fall cup there and this there, and somebody going to get a donkey and one going to get a cow and we're going to fix a piece and work for one person. No, invest in the young people, invest in their communities, the skills training centers, the vocational training centers. Not every child is going to make it academically. What is there for those persons who did not make it academically? It cannot be $5,000 on a plate of food. It's time for you to stop doing that, become educated, informed voters. Run them more than $5,000 because they're taking 5 million from you. And then they're going to say to you, you cannot ask me anything more because I already bought your vote. Be better.
Exactly.
Can I just make one quick comment on what Maria said? I know time is of the essence, but Maria, the part where she spoke about teaching somebody to fish and giving them a fish and teaching them how to fish, you know, think about this. The Prime Minister promised prosperity. He has prospered. He's going to give you a fish, which is $5,000. All right. If we can make the comparison, if not just him, but all politicians, if they are going to buy votes, I'm going to give you $5,000. But look at what the Prime Minister has amassed in such a short period of time. What the Prime Minister should do is come out and say, listen, I'm going to show you how to achieve prosperity like I did. I'm going to show you how you can form 3 companies in the midst of a pandemic. And I'm going to show you how we can move 474 million Jamaican dollars in and out of there. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you you can buy a house at Beverly Hills. I'm going to show you you can have a company overseas and we can get money through the company and come and buy up things in a Jamaica. That is where I'm supposed to, when I talk about prosperity, all I want to jump up and down about prosperity, go back and look and ask yourself, are you better off now than when he first told you about prosperity? And I guarantee, I submit to you that most of you will say it's gotten worse. But for the Prime Minister, it's gotten better.
Much better.
Think about what Maria said. Fish, or do you want to be taught how to fish?
All right.
I rest like this.